welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be kitting up my next diamond painting. Now, usually I would post my kit and chats on Monday, but I did post my mini dazzle completion on Monday instead, just because I really wanted to get that finished before April. So I still wanted to kit this one up with you guys. It is my first kit from Diamond Artisan. I have unboxed this one on the channel, and I just lost my train of thought. Since it is my first kit with this company, I wanted to make sure I did the whole process with you guys. So I unboxed it. I'm going to kit it up. I will probably have at least one wipnchat that features this kit, and then I will have a post review so you guys can kind of see the entire process. So that's what we're going to do today. I have gone ahead and pulled all the drills out. They are in groups of hundreds, so we have 100, 200, 300, and so on. I have drills on both sides, so we'll see how that goes. I also have the sheet from the company. These do have pre-cut stickers, which is awesome. This is the image here. This is The Reader by Hannah DigiArt. I hope I have that name correct. I will correct myself if I need to on the screen or in the comments. Fairly certain I have the name correct though. I've decided to use my Harbor Freight containers for this one. Since this is my first time kitting up with this particular shop, I like to go kind of tried and true. I know that these will hold a really good amount of drills. These diamonds come packaged in individual bags, so we'll have to open up multiple bags for each color, which is fine. So I didn't want to have to mess too much with Elizabeth Ward containers and all of that fun stuff. I also like to use a thin washi tape under my sticker. This is a really pretty yellow from the brand MT. I have had this particular set of washi tape for years now. I've never used this yellow color though, believe it or not. So I thought the yellow was kind of perfect for this diamond painting. Now at the end of this one, we will talk about accessories. I have not done a choose my accessories with me kit and chat in quite a while. So that's what we're going to do today. Also, apologies if you can hear birds chirping. It seems as we're getting a little tiny taste of spring today. It's supposed to be in the 70s, so I do have the sliding glass door open. I thought I would have to trim these, but I don't think I will need to. It looks like oh, perfect. The quantity is actually printed on. It's not part of the sticker, although I am going to trim them. I do not like having the number, like 1 through whatever, on the side. I just like to have the symbol and then the DMC, so I am going to actually trim that off. So I will do that one, and then I will do this column. Okay, hopefully this won't take us too long, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's go ahead and start with our first color. I also wanted to use the Harbor Freights because this container just allows for so much more room for stickers. So I do like that. Now, it has been a very, very long time since I have kitted up with bags that are like this, where you have to open multiple bags of the same color. So we'll see how that goes. I believe, and I think a couple of you confirmed this in the unboxing, I believe that this is this diamond painting company manufactures with Evermoment ? These drills are like, the drill packaging is reminding me of Evermoment. I am seeing a little bit of static, so I'm wondering if I want to be proactive here and add in a dryer sheet. I do have some off to my side, so I suppose I could do that. So let me cut some of these really quickly. I like to do kind of big chunks of dryer sheets, especially in this type of container, because there's just room for a larger piece. So let me cut those. And ooh, my scissors are getting dull. Probably from cutting all these dryer sheets. Yeah, they're getting dull down at towards the handle. Let's just do one more set here, or two more, I guess. And we'll call that good for now. And if I need more, I can cut more. All right. Let's add you in. I do not plan to start this kit today. I am kitting this one up on Monday. So I don't plan to work on this one, so that's good. They'll have these drills will have a little bit of time to destattify themselves. I do have my Monday video currently uploading on YouTube. It is taking me much longer than usual, so I do have my iPad off to the side. If I'm quiet for a minute, it's because I'm checking in on that, and then I will probably pause kitting up here so that I can get that one uploaded. All right, let's see if I can still do the two bag. I feel like if you've been diamond painting for a while, we were all kind of pros at this for a while, and then we got spoiled by other manufacturers. But these drills do look really nice. So that's exciting. Okay, 158. So it is officially April, and I know it was technically spring on like March 20 something, but in my mind, April is spring. So happy spring, everybody. I'm so ready. So ready for some nice weather. Even though it has technically been spring, where I live, it has been freezing cold, raining. I recently picked up some new spring dresses for work, and I have not been able to wear any of them. So I would like it very much to be nice out so I can wear my new clothes. And honestly, like as soon as dress weather hits, that is all I will wear until the fall, to work at least, because putting together an outfit for work when you have to use separates, ugh, it's the worst. If I can get up, get ready, and then get dressed, and all I'm having to worry about is which dress do I want to wear and which shoes should I wear, it cuts my getting ready time so much. So I have a little bit of a no-buy update for you guys. Now, I have been on a low buy / no buy since the start of the year, and it is one of my goals this year to have 6 months of no buy / low buy. I think my original, like, I think my main goal is 3 months of a no buy, 3 months of a low buy, and they don't have to be any particular months. It's just, you know, 6 months out of the year, I will have one or the other. So I bought some diamond paintings. I bought some diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. There was a restock this weekend on, I think it was Sunday. And 2 of the kits from my wish list came back in stock, and I bought them. I kept going back and forth. I even messaged Bree, and me thinking that Bree would be my voice of reason. No, she was like, buy them. So I did. And then, of course, today, the day that I'm filming, in my email, I get a mystery scratch off from Diamond Art Club for a coupon code. Now, I ended up using I used some points. I used $25 in points. I had more points than that, but I still wanted free shipping, and I didn't want to buy a third kit. So I ended up using the $25 off, got free shipping. It still would have been it was still a better deal than if I had used the scratch off coupon. So it still worked out in my favor, but that always happens with me with Diamond Art Club. Like, I'll place an order, and then the next day, or, oh, hello, Luna, or the same day even, I'll get a coupon from Diamond Art Club. So, but I did. I picked up 2 kits. You can't get on my shoulder. I love you, but you can't get on my shoulder right now, okay? Oh, thank you. You're a good girl. Sorry. Luna interruption. Luna is my cat, if you're new here. What was I saying? Oh, right. 2 kits from my wish list came back in stock, and they were like top of my wish list type of kits. Now, most of my wish list with Diamond Art Club is currently sold out, which is fine, but I have a feeling they're all going to come back in stock at the same time, and that's not going to be fine. I will unbox them on the channel for you guys when they come in, and I think it might mix up my diamond painting plans over the next couple of months. So technically last month. Last week, I did plan my kits with me for April, May, and June, if you haven't seen that video. And I think I'm already definitely one of those kits I'm going to do for the DP for Pets event, which I had chosen a kit for that already, but this one that I just ordered, it's so cute and I want to work on it right away. So that one is definitely going to change my plans for that event. And then the second kit that I ordered, I want to work on soon. I kind of want to work on it this month. But that would bump Tiger Style out of the month. And I also really want to work on that kit. So I think for May, I only planned 2 diamond paintings. So I might add a kit in for May. I don't know. Something that I'm trying really hard this year in tandem with my no buy / low buy is to buy with like intention, or like better intention. I want to make sure that the kits that I'm spending my money on are actually kits that I want to work on. Like, I don't want them to sit in my stash forever, which kind of puts me in a little bit of a precarious situation. Oh my God, who am I today with all these SAT words? Jeez. I'm going to have to make Steven watch this clip back so he can be like, good job, Laura. It kind of puts me in a difficult position with my current stash, because there are diamond paintings that I need to work on that I've had for so long, but I also want to make sure that I'm completing the kits that I'm buying as well. So I don't know. I know I've been talking probably for at least 6 months. I've been talking about a D-stash, and I do think that I'm probably leaning a little bit more towards that. I don't know. Tell me what to do, guys. But I really want to work on both of those kits that I just picked up. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. It is something that I would like. Something I'd like to be better about is when I'm buying kits, making sure that they're kits that I'm actually working on. But also, you guys know I have my 25 kits for 2025. I need to be working on those diamond paintings, and I don't know. We'll see. Bestow your knowledge on me of the best way to handle this situation. I mean, obviously, the best way would be for me to not have to go to work every day and diamond paint. That would be the best solution. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Ooh, these ones are very staticky. I'm going to put a nice big chunk of dryer sheet in that one. I'm going to give them a little shake. Speaking of, well, no, that's not a good, forget I said that. That doesn't make sense. I got a package from Amazon maybe like a week and a half ago, and I don't know where it came from. So I did get a receipt, but it didn't say who sent them to me. So I don't know. I received a package of these delectable squeeze up treats, which Luna loves. And then these really cute straw covers that are all cats, which you guys know. Hello. Look at them. They're so stinking cute. But I don't know who sent these to me. So if one of you sent these to me, please let me know. Cat mom, so cute. Stay positive. I have this exact thing in a cover minder, so that's so cool. I love cats. And then we have some more little kitties. That looks exactly like Neville. A little bit dark, but still gray. And he had that little white patch, little white cat, like so cute, but I don't know who sent these to me. So if one of you sent these to me, please let me know. You don't have to leave it in the comments if you don't want to, but if you could just like message me on Instagram, or my email address is in the description. I just want to say thank you. I reached out to the people who I thought it could be, and I don't want to be like awkward and presume that somebody sent it and then be like, no, it wasn't me. But like I asked Brie, who has sent me stuff from Amazon in the past. I don't know. If it was you, please let me know. I'd like to give you a proper thank you. But if you don't want to let me know because there was no actual note with the person's name, if you did that intentionally, please know that I'm saying thank you. Thank you so much. Luna loves those treats, so she's working through the pack that she got for Christmas, but we will definitely be using those at some point. So again, thank you very much. All right, let's see. My iPad turned off, and I want to make sure that this video uploads. Okay, what's next? I'm trying to keep my desk a little bit cleaner with this kitten chat, just because there are going to be so many bags. So try not to make too much of a mess. Okay, 407 is next. I'm so excited that I get to use yellow things for this kit. I think I have picked my accessories, but I am going to run them by you guys first. And it's one of my favorite pens because there's yellow in it. I was looking at my cover minder board, and I have a ton of Belle cover minders, like Belle the person, not Belle, a Belle. So I am going to have you guys vote on which cover minder I should use. Let's see here. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. Hold on, let me clean up my mess. I will say these are not as staticky as kitting up a Diamond Art Club, thank God. But we do definitely still have some static that we're working through. But it seems like once I get them in the container and I'm shaking them around with a dryer sheet, that seems to be helping a ton. And like I said, I'm not going to be working on this one tonight. I will wait and start it on the 1st of April. So they'll have even more time to sit and all that fun stuff. Okay, so as far as the week since I have talked to you guys in this format last, I went to work. I ended up calling out on Friday. There was a boat show that Steven was very interested in and all of that fun stuff. So I ended up calling out on Friday, and then I'm filming this on Monday, which I had originally taken off anyway. I think I told that to you guys, or I think I mentioned that in last week's video that I was thinking about taking it off. I did. It is a superintendent's conference day, so there are no students. And while it's a good day to catch up on work, it's also just a good day for me not to be there because my job is so student-centered that if I'm out when the kids are in, sometimes it can be a bit much. Like, it just gives me a bunch more work to do the next day. She says after she told you she took Friday off. But I needed it. I needed the day. So I had a nice 4-day weekend. It was kind of miserable here, so we ended up not really doing much, which I'm fine with. I was able to finish Rolo the Ragdoll Cat. I finished that on the 30th, so I have an extra day in the month, which is nice. I will have a post review up for you guys on Friday for that one, and I'm really excited to talk about it. Hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this video, my full-length finish photo has already been posted on Instagram. I need to take that picture once I get done filming here, but hopefully you guys will have seen that already. And it's just, I love it. I think it came out so good. So again, I will talk about it in more detail in a post review, but I know a lot of you guys have said that you picked that one up, but that the size is kind of off-putting. Same, but there was so much color blocking that it was really good, really nice to work on. 721. And I left a blue drill in there. What else? I feel like, excuse me, there was something else I was supposed to talk to you guys about. Oh no, I need to go get a drink. Ah, I'll be right back. You know when you clear your throat and then it just makes it worse? That is what just happened. Apologies for that. And I generally do not like to drink on camera or eat for that matter. I am somebody who's like very, very sensitive to people chewing with their mouth open or any of those types of sounds. Like, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. There is an actual word for it. It's like, I can't remember what it is. I think it starts with an M. But I absolutely have that. Most of the time when we eat dinner, like, I will spend half of it giving Steven the stink eye for his chewing and all that. I remember when my nieces were really small. Obviously, children are learning, right? So my sister would kind of just let them go, but I would be like, can you please chew with your mouth closed? And my sister would be like, she doesn't know what that means. Ugh, people chewing with their mouth open. Ooh, it's the worst. Absolutely the worst. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about before my breakdown there. 7, 4, ooh, yellow. We have some yellow. Is there a 744 AB? There's not a 744, but there's a 377. Fairy dust. Or, it's not, they're not called fairy dust with this company. What are they called? Artisan Shimmer? I think they're called Artisan Shimmers with this company. I feel like I have spent the last like 3 months sniffling in your guys' ears, and for that I apologize, but I feel like now that it's starting to get kind of nice out, it's gonna get worse again. I feel like we got a little bit better and now it's just gonna get worse. So apologies if you hear me sniffling in the background. Realistically, should I pause every time I need to do that? Yes. For sake of time, will that happen? Probably not. 760. Is that it? Yes. If you guys watched my Plan My Kits With Me video, I had mentioned, I don't remember exactly how I mentioned it, but I use 2 forms of event trackers. I use the spreadsheet from Mr. and Mrs. Dubé, And then I use the event tracker Instagram page, which is ran, I believe, by Kirby. And I was like, I had a little bit of a brain fart. So I said, oh, they don't have the same events. Right, Laura, because they serve two different purposes. So Mr. and Mrs. Dubé, I believe, is just like an overarching event spreadsheet. So, like, regardless of where you're holding your event, they will put it on their spreadsheet if you reach out to them. The event tracker on Instagram is an Instagram mainly tracker. So if your event is hosted on Instagram and somewhere else, you can still use the Instagram tracker. If it's on just YouTube or just Facebook, then it won't go on that tracker. Hopefully that makes sense. Lindsay from Life with Lindsay, she's commented that, and I was like, I freaking knew that. Like, I did know that. Why did I brain fart? So, Lindsay, thank you for bringing me back to my senses on that one. And then it was funny because I saw that there's the train. The door is open, so if it seems a little louder, it is. The diamond painting tracker page on Instagram, like, posted that, and I was like, yeah, I could have used that a couple days ago. $7.92. Oops, I just spilt some. Of course I spill some on the bag that doesn't even have any static. Yikes. $7.93. I have not posted my month in review for you guys yet. Obviously, things are a little bit shuffled, like I mentioned earlier in the video. That video will be up on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I will do my March month in review. And then on Friday, I will have my post review for Rolo the Ragdoll Cat. I don't know if anything else will be going up on Thursday. Might take Thursday to be video free because I do have some things that I want to share over the weekend. My monthly book haul will go up over the weekend, and I also want to do a craft store haul, which will be from Hobby Lobby this time. So lots of videos going up. For whatever reason, like the end of the month and the beginning of the month are so video heavy for me, and then in the middle I'm like, what the heck am I gonna post? So we'll see what happens. I have some ideas, which, speaking of that, on I think it was Friday night, I was trying to catch up on YouTube videos. I'm so behind. If you're a creator and I have not watched or commented on your video, I'm so sorry. Like, I am so behind. I'm trying to get through everything. I need to go back in time a little bit, but I saw that Katie from Diamonds and Washi posted a diamond painting scavenger hunt. Now, I did not watch the video because I'm like, is this something that I should go in blind for? Is it something that I should be like prepped with? Do I know what I'm looking for? So I wanted to kind of gauge your guys' interest in that video. I do not know where those questions come from. So I'm assuming that Katie has them in her description box. I don't know who created them. So if and when I do that video, I will absolutely credit the creators of the tag. It might even be Katie. I don't know. But I will be sure to provide you guys with that information if we decide to do it. So I kind of just wanted to gauge your guys' interest and see if that was something that you would like me to do. I would have to figure out the best way. Like, would I just limit it to Diamond Art Club kits because I have those in my binders? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. Have you watched those videos? Would it be something that you would like to see on my channel? I don't know. I guess I do. I guess I'm a little premature in asking you guys this because is the end result a kit that you have to work on? because I've seen like book scavenger hunts, and I'm assuming that that might kind of be where the idea came from, where you like do a scavenger hunt through your shelves and then you end up reading that book. I don't know that I would want to work on the canvas, but I feel like it could be a cool kind of look through my stash. So let me know if you guys are interested. If any of you have watched the video from either Katie or anybody else who has done it, just let me know in the comments. And I don't know, I think it might be something fun to do in the middle of the month when I don't have as many videos going on. So let me know your thoughts. And if you do know who the original creator of that is, feel free to let me know in the comments. Because even if I don't work on it, I've obviously talked about it, so I would like to give them the credit they deserve for coming up with something like that, because it sounds really cool, and I'm definitely interested in doing that. I'm battling with some static over here, so apologies for that. Very curious to see. It does look like I'm leaving some drills in bags without realizing it. So I'll be interested to see if I run out of anything. But these colors all look very familiar to me, so I'm sure I have spares in my spare drills should I need them, but we'll see. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Oh, I have talked about the idea of doing a diamond painting Amazon haul for you guys like monthly to see if there are new products or things that you guys want reviewed. And I was hoping for some input from you guys on that. So if you guys come across something on Amazon that you're interested in, but you maybe don't want to buy it, you'd rather see a review on it first, or at least an unboxing, please let me know what those items are. I was so tempted during the Amazon Spring Prime sale, or whatever it's called, to pick up some stuff, but I did a little bit of damage on non-diamond painting things that I decided to skip it. But I would definitely be interested later in the month to pick up some stuff to share in a video. So if there's anything that you have come across that you're interested in a review on, please let me know. I would be happy to check it out. And if it's something that I'm interested in, I could definitely pick it up and give you guys a review. So I have gone through my first set of Harbor Freights. So let's pull in another one. And we have made it to the 900s. So let me just sort these out a little bit, because I feel like I did have some duplicate colors and I want to try to avoid that if I can. So 920, 921, 934. Excuse me. 45, 51, 2 bags of 67. Okay, perfect. Excellent. I feel like we're moving through this one at a pretty good pace. If you watched my last kitten chat, which was Rollo the Ragdoll Cat, that video was 2 hours long and I was stressing, but you guys have enjoyed it. So I think I will try to integrate one maybe longer form video. So usually my kitten chats or whipping chats I try to keep at about an hour, but perhaps I will try to do a longer one if and when I can. It is coming up on camp season for us, which means I will be away most weekends. I don't go every weekend. Steven does for the most part. He does not like to miss his camp time. But I am somebody, I've talked about this before, but I'm somebody who, I don't like to do crap when I get home from work on the weekdays. Like, I'll do what I need to do. I'll wash up dishes or whatever, but I clean the house on Saturday morning. So I get up, put the laundry in, clean the house, bathroom, we only have one, unfortunately, kitchen, all that stuff. And then I hop in a shower and then I'm like done with the house for the weekend. So when we go to camp every weekend, that really messes with the flow. And I don't love having to do all of that during the week. And Stephen and I have what I would consider very, what's the word I want to use? We have very gender typical roles. So I do not like to do outside stuff. So he mows the lawn. He will like take care of the grass and all of that stuff. And I will do the inside of the house. So the bathroom, the dishes, the laundry. We have very stereotypical roles, and that's fine. It works for us. But you know, he can, when he gets home from work, we have a pretty small front and backyard, so he can move through the lawn care in maybe like an hour and a half. Whereas, you know, when I get home from work, I don't want to do that stuff. I need to go blow my nose. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that can be my last pause for this video. I don't like when when it's like super choppy, so hopefully I can just deal for however long we have left. But anyway, when we go to camp, like every weekend, it just really messes with everything, and I feel rushed when I get home from work. We usually leave on Friday, like right after work, so I have to come home and make sure laundry is done so we can pack and get Luna ready, because most of the time she goes with us. It was different when we had our other cat, Neville, who passed away. We would leave the two of them together for the weekend because at least they had like a companion. And realistically, it would be Friday night, all day Saturday, and then like a half day on Sunday. I know it's not ideal for some people, but it did work for us. But now that she's our only cat, it's so sad to leave her alone. If it's a short weekend, like there are some weekends where we'll leave Saturday morning and we'll come home Sunday around lunch, we'll leave her for like one night. But if it's more than that, it's just so sad to leave her alone. We do have cameras that we put up in the house when we leave her by herself, but I don't know. We usually take her. She has a little domain up at camp that she likes to be in. So, something just fell off to my side. So I had to get her ready and make sure we have everything for her to take up with us, and make sure the bags are packed, make sure everything is, you know, we don't have anything that's going to smell up the house while we're gone and all that fun stuff. So I don't go every weekend, but I go I would say most weekends I do go. But also, if you're new here, I have pretty severe motion sickness, and Stephen and his family like to spend the entire day out on the boat on Saturday, and that is just, it's not super feasible for me. I don't love it. And because of the motion sickness, like I can't read. I certainly can't diamond paint. I could listen to an audiobook, but that's about it. And it can be a lot. I have to take medicine, so then I'm out of it by the time we get back to the house. I'm asleep by like 6 p.m. So even when I do go, sometimes I just kind of stay at the camp by myself with Luna, of course, and I'll diamond paint or any of that kind of stuff. So it's not an every weekend thing for me, but we do spend a lot of time up there regardless. And that is fast approaching. I cannot believe we're in April. I feel like January was so long, which I think January usually is long. February flew by. March kind of flew by. I mean, March was kind of like a weird month. Like when I was filming yesterday's video and I was talking about the books that I read in March, some of them it felt like I had read them so long ago, but also it feels like March started yesterday. So I don't know. Weird times. All right. Go in your container. Oh no, it's stuck to my thumb. There we go. It's kind of crazy because my sister and my dad and I have a group text message chat, and we text like every morning. Like my dad will text us good morning and blah, blah, blah. And the other day he brought up vacation, and I was like, oh my God, vacation is going to be here before we know it. And we don't go on vacation until August, but you guys know how quickly the seasons go. And it's kind of crazy that now my brain is like, I need to start planning for vacation. Static. Come on. It does make me happy though, because that means that the school year is almost over. And while I still have to work, I'm not a 10-month employee, I am a 12-month employee. Working in the summer when there's no staff, with no teachers and no students, is totally different than working during the school year. So it's kind of like a mini vacation. We still have like summer school programs and stuff that go on, but it's definitely more relaxed. Is that the mail? No, it's not the mail. I think that's the second week in a row I've said that. Is that the mail? And then it's not the mail. 967. And then we have 976. I'm so glad I went with the Harbor Freight containers. I think I probably would have been misjudging some of the sizes I would need for Elizabeth Ward. I do really want to use that new storage set that I found on Amazon. But it's only 30 colors. That is one of the things that I wanted to buy during the spring sale, was the 50... It's that same set, but it's in like a 52 or a 54 piece. Because I feel like that's the actual size I need. I don't know why I went for the 30 count instead. So as soon as I have a kit that will fit in there, I will definitely be using that storage system. But for now, we're gonna have to wait. It has been on sale for the Prime sale though, and I'm like, that's my dishwasher, sorry. Do I pick it up? Do I not pick it up? I didn't, but as of filming, the sale is still going on. So will I panic buy it at the end of the day? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Gosh, my video for Monday is taking so long to upload. So, and I never posted on my community page. That is an oversight on my part. By the time I get done filming this, hopefully the video will be uploaded and I can post it. But I apologize for leaving you guys hanging by not having something up at my usual 7 a.m. Eastern is when I usually post. So apologies for that. This video will be up on time though. I can guarantee that. 3328. When I unboxed this diamond painting, I had actually asked you guys the rendering style, what you guys thought the rendering style was for this one. I have since figured out and been notified that this particular kit at least is hand charted. I believe that's something new. I think the company is moving to hand charting, which is awesome. Definitely by looking at this canvas, I assumed it was hand charted because we don't have a ton of confetti. We don't have a ton of like weird colors that don't belong. So that is very exciting. I really cannot wait to work on this kit. This one was sent to me by the company, so just to be transparent about that, I shared this shop on Wishlist Wednesday a couple of months ago, and the owner actually reached out to me on Instagram and asked if they could send me a kit. So very excited for that. Very grateful for that. It was definitely not necessary, but I'm excited to share the process with you guys and give you guys my thoughts and opinions. 3712. We're getting there. We're kind of almost done. And then, of course, I will share the accessories that I'm thinking about, and then I'm going to need your guys' help on the cover minder for sure. Oh my god, 0 static. Amazing. You love to see it. I feel like at this point, I just preemptively put a dryer sheet in everything I kit up. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. 3721. 3721. Nope. Here it is. Get down there. I jinxed myself. We went from no static to static, but that's okay. Dryer sheet. 3722. Steven actually brought up his video the other day. So if you watched, you know, honestly, I don't know what video it is, but he had mentioned, or he had come in on a video, and I had said to him, yeah, we need to get you to do a video. And he was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. So the other day he was like, did you order the stuff for my video yet? So I have not. We need to make that happen before he forgets and then he changes his mind. So I'm working on that behind the scenes. And hopefully we can get that together soon-ish so we can get him to film his video and all that fun stuff. And diamond paint. He has tried diamond painting. He's tried like maybe twice, but it's only been a, can I try type of thing, and then he'll lay down like a diamond or two, and then he's like, yeah, I'm done. So we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. But he was funny. When I do my Diamond Art Club videos, I ask him, you know, not to come in. And so the other day he was on the couch and he was like, was that a Diamond Art Club video? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh man, I could have come in and said hello. So maybe next time. He is currently at work. He also has a superintendent's conference day today, but he did not take it off like somebody else. He got up this morning and he was not happy because I was still in bed. Stinks to be him right now. Am I going to fit into 2, or am I going to have to use, I think I might have to use a 3rd. Dang it. I was hoping I would fit into 2 of these Harbor Freights. But that's a miscalculation on my part. Oh yeah, I have 57 colors. Dang, I thought I had 52. That is my bad. That's okay. This is our last 3700 color. So we are, the end is near. The end is in sight. I just realized I haven't eaten yet today. Is anybody else like this? So I'm somebody who I like strategically plan when I eat and what I eat. I'm a tummy ache girly, so I'm cautious with stuff like that. So I plan when I'm eating at work, all that stuff. I know ahead of time. But for whatever reason, when I'm home, I can just like not eat. So if I was at work, I would have had my breakfast, which recently has been a yogurt parfait. And I eat that at like between 7 and 7:15. I go to work at 6:30. I like to get in. I like to, figure out what I need to do that day, get things sorted. And then by 7:15, I'm having my breakfast. At around 10, usually right at 10, I will have a granola bar. And then I won't eat again until noon when I go to lunch. When I'm home, I can just like go the entire day without eating. And that is so different from Steven, because when Steven's home, he's like, there's food here, I'm going to eat. I don't know, like, why? Is anybody else like that? Every time I say that, I'm like, oh, I've been home all day, I haven't eaten. People are like, what do you mean you haven't eaten? You're home where all the good food is. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't really want any of it. But if I miss my food at work, I'm pissed. I don't know, it seems funny. People are always like, you're backwards. I don't know. Weird. I am weird though, so it's fine. Being weird is fine too. Oops. 3824. Am I gonna literally have like 2 colors in a third container? I might just pull the containers then instead of filling up another tray. I might just pull a couple of loose containers and put them with my drills. 3825. We'll see. We'll see how many colors I can get. It might just be the specials that don't fit. $38.25. It's so nice to hear the birds chirping. $38.26. Oh, you know what I should look for at the Amazon sale, or on the Amazon sale, is the mini trading card sheets for my Diamond Art Club treasure cards. I currently have some of them around my cover minder boards, which you guys are going to see in a second. But my treasure quest cards are quickly outnumbering the space that I have. Like, it's just growing too much to keep displaying them. So maybe I'll pick like some of my favorites, and then I'm going to put the rest in with my sticker sheets. So maybe I should see if they have any of those on sale, because I feel like those could be kind of pricey if you don't catch them on a sale. Get off. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Oops, this is $38.27 as well. It is going to be the special drills that don't fit. So I think rather than pulling a third actual like plastic container, I think I'll just pull a couple of these, and then I'll just leave the loose ones with my drills. I think that makes more sense. Oh, there is one thing that I wanted to talk about, because I know that a lot of you are also true blah, 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 blah. I cannot talk today. I know a lot of you guys are true crime fans. I was curious to know how many of you guys will be paying attention to the Karen Read retrial. So jury selection starts today when you guys are watching this on Tuesday. Obviously, we can't watch that, but I am so invested in this trial. I'm literally watching like everything. I watched the first trial from start to finish. And I plan to do the same if this one actually gets to a trial. I am going to be like glued to my phone because the judge was saying that they could just be popping in and out for public proceedings in between jury selection. I would love to be a juror on that trial. Obviously, I know too much, so I wouldn't be, but I'm still, to this day, I am still so torn on what actually happened, which obviously, I mean, if you're torn after an initial trial, I feel like that means she has to be not guilty. But if you watch interviews with her, like I watched the Discovery ID documentary, like I think it's called A Body in the Snow, the Karen Reed trial or something. I watched it on HBO Max. I do not like Karen Reed as a person. Like, oh, she's just, no, I don't like her. Does that mean she's guilty? No. But after watching the first trial, I still don't know what happened. So that means she has to be innocent, right? Like, legally, she legally has to be innocent because the Commonwealth hasn't proved anything. Just because I don't like her doesn't mean she's guilty, but oh my God. It's wild to me, though. The whole thing is so wild. I feel so bad. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her family. I feel horrible for John O'Keefe's family, his niece and nephew that he was the guardian of. It's just so sad. I hate that case for everybody involved, but I'm so curious if any of you will be watching. I'm not trying to get like political or anything, so I know a lot of those trials can be very political. I'm just so curious. Is anybody else as obsessed about it as I am? Because I am watching literally everything. Ooh, look at how much static is in that one. Yucky. All right, we have 2 shimmers, an AB, and a crystal. So I think I'm going to put the AB in here, which I have one more spot left in the actual clear container. So I'm going to put the AB in there, and then I'm just going to get 3, is it 2? 3 loose containers, and I'll just kind of sit them on the outside. So a really pretty pale yellow AB. I love my yellow special drills. And then I will just grab 3 of these. What time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 1 o'clock already. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I labeled it wrong. Okay, you're gonna go here. So this is AB 745, and then you're going to be G152, which is the, like I said, I think they call it Artisan Shimmer. Put this in here. And then we have G3822, which is a yellow shimmer. I just folded my washi tape on itself. $38.22. Going out of order a little bit. And then we have a crystal, which is very exciting. Get in there. Dryer sheet for you. And then our crystal drill, which is C3865. As you guys can see, I didn't do a good job of keeping my desks clean, but that's all right. I do really quickly want to take a quick look at the comments from yesterday's video to see if anybody has mentioned having an April 1st birthday. So we're going to do that, and then I will share with you guys my accessories, at least what I think is going to be my accessories, and then we will pick out a cover minder. All right, mess can just be pushed off to the side. I do want to cut out the image here, so I'll do that quickly. And then I like to tape the image to the inside cover of my storage containers, so we will do that. Do I have tape though? I don't have tape, but I can just use washi tape. So let's tape you. Let's do it on the side. All right, perfect. So now we have our drills ready to go. Very pretty color scheme going on here. And then I have 3 extra little containers. Let me check the comments quickly on yesterday's video. Okay, we have an April 6th. We have, oh, April 1st. Okay, we have 2 April 1st birthdays. I'm so glad I checked. Okay, April 1st, we have Kia Kurzman 5789. So sorry if I butchered that. Happy birthday. And then we also have Rain D. So happy birthday to both of you, you birthday twins. I hope you guys have a great day. If you see them in the comments, please wish them a happy birthday. I will go through once I'm done filming today, and I will add all the April birthdays that I have so far on to the calendar. If you missed my calendar video, please feel free to leave your birthday, your April birthday, in the comments below, and I will add you to the calendar as well. Let's talk about accessories that I have chosen, and then I'm going to show you guys my cover minder board in hopes that you can help me pick a cover minder. For my pen, I have this really beautiful light blue and yellow pen from O'Brien Custom Turnings. This is a Cocoon Blank, and I thought, obviously, it's blue and yellow. Those are kind of Belle's colors, so how could we not choose that one? Though yellow is a little bit bright, I do wish it was just a tiny bit lighter in shade, but I still think it's a really beautiful pen. So I'm going to use this pen. I have this light blue tray from a shop that I cannot remember the name of. So I need to do a little bit of hunting on my Etsy to see if I can figure out where this came from. I want to say it's Printable by Design. I don't know if that's correct. So I will try to figure it out, and if I can figure it out, or if I remember, I will leave a link to the shop in the description box. But we have the light blue with the yellow. I thought it was a pretty perfect match. Putty, I didn't really have anything that was super on theme. I do have a putty in my Etsy cart that is like bookish scented, or like old book scented. I ended up deciding not to place an order at this time, so I decided to just go for Pina Colada from Butterfly Effect Wares. Now, I had a comment, I think it was last week, of somebody asking for a harder consistency putty because they live in the South where it gets really, really hot. And I had actually recommended this particular brand, which is Butterfly Effect Wares, and I wanted to work with it so that I could make sure that I gave them a good recommendation. I recall this being a pretty tough putty. I recall it not being super stringy. So that is kind of what I'm going to test. I want to make sure that I've given a good recommendation, which I should have done beforehand, but, you know, I'm doing my best. So I'm going to use that. And then for my washi tape, I found this yellow and blue flower tape that I have from Amanda Michelle Designs. I've never used it before, and it's really pretty. They're hydrangeas, which if you guys have been around, you know, I love hydrangeas, and I thought it was kind of perfect for the colors. So I'm just trying to, why can't I get it to break apart? Come on. Oh, I ripped it. My nails are so bad right now. I really need to do them, but I've just been so lazy. Oh my gosh, Laura. All right, well, this is what it looks like. It's a yellow background with blue flowers. So I thought the colors went pretty well. I will figure this roll out at some point. But this is the tape that we will be using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys off of the camera mount and over to the cover minder boards, and I'm going to point out the cover minders that I have that I think would fit, and then hopefully you guys can let me know in the comments which one I should actually choose. Okay guys, I am popping this clip in before I show you my cover minder boards because I was filming my month in review, which you guys are going to see tomorrow, Wednesday, and I remembered that I bought this tray in March. So I'm wondering, do I use the wooden tray with these accessories instead of this blue one? And I'm asking because I don't know. I feel like she has wooden bookshelves. This is cropped a little bit, so you're not getting the whole image. But should I try the wooden tray and then maybe use the blue one as like a backup if I don't love it? Here's the pen. So let me know what you guys think. This video is going up before I'll be able to start working on it. So should I go with the wooden tray or should I stick with the blue one that I pulled? Let me know what you guys think. And now I will send you over to the cover minder boards. Okay, so if you have never seen my cover minder boards, this is what we're working with. These are magnetic chalkboards, and then the other side is a whiteboard. This particular one is no longer available on Amazon. I have tried to link it in the past. But they're just magnetic boards, so you could do something similar if you can find something that you like. And then this is what I was talking about before. I have a bunch of my trading treasure quest cards hanging off of my minder board, and that's actually what fell while I was filming. There were a couple more and they just fell off the board. So I need to figure out I need to get some of those trading card holders, and hopefully that will help. But we're on the quest for a cover minder. So this board here on the right is my kind of like my themed board. So I have Disney minders, I have otters, I have cats, I have bookish things, I have pop culture. This is definitely more like the themed board, and then this over here is seasonal and then just miscellaneous. So we're going to focus on the right board. And I have quite a few bell options. So on the clay ones, this top or second row here, we have this yellow bell with the rose. And then on the next row, we have this bell, which I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I love this one. It's so cute. And she is holding a little beast, like plushie. It's so cute. And then right below that, we have Belle and the Beast as a little couple, which is cute. And then I have Belle's Book Cafe, which I feel like could also fit because she is reading in front of her bookshelves. So we have that one. I also just have A Tale as Old as Time. And then I have the Rose. Why do I have so many Belle cover minders? I don't know. I do love Beauty and the Beast, but I don't know why I have so many options. So personally, oh wait, I have this Belle too. Why do I have that bell? And then I have, oh, because this one doesn't have legs. Okay, so there's another option. So we have this bell, we have this bell, we have this bell, we have this one, we have this one, and this one. Okay, so let's narrow this down. So to help with the comments, we are going to number these. So we're going to just start from the top. So 1 will be this clay one with the legs and she's holding the rose. 2 will be this clay one without the legs. 3 will be Belle with the stuffed plushie of the beast. 4 will be the beast and Belle. 5 will be Belle's Book Cafe. 6 will be Tale as Old as Time. And 7 will be the rose in the cloche. So 7 options. I know where I'm leaning. I don't want to influence you guys though to just choose what I want. So I will do my best to go off of whatever the comment or like the number that I get the most comments of. And that will hopefully be the cover minder that I work on. Now I am planning to start this one on the 1st. So it might not be it might not be a long time that I take the votes. It might just be the first few that I see, whatever number comes up the most, because I want to be able to use my cover minder when I first start the diamond painting. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's kitten chat. It was a little bit rambly, but I think we covered some good topics. And let me know how you feel about the accessories that I chose and then what cover minder I should work with. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow for my month in review. Bye.